They'll come out in the pistol. Now Prescott, a dump off to Elliott. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Play clock winding down.
Let's go.
Prescott now on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Lucky Whitehead is intended target, and it's third and short. Here's the offense, and I don't know what more you can say at this point in his career about Jason Witten.
You just give him full respect. This is a guy who knows how to do everything on the football field. Not just catch the ball, but huge in the run game with his blocking at the line of scrimmage.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go. 1, 9.
They go play action here on first down. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. The former Longhorn back home, Earl Thomas. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. He's going to get the football. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The starters for the Seahawks of Seattle on the offensive side. Charles, they could use a big game from Thomas Rawls.
And they really loved what they got out of him last year because an undrafted player is not supposed to give you nearly 6 yards a carry in production. And that's exactly what he did. They need a big game out of him, and they expect it.
Now it's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Earlier, partner, when discussing Russell Wilson, you said you think he's best when Seattle is running back centric. Is Thomas Rawls the centerpiece going forward there?
I think so because of what he did 2 seasons ago before he got hurt. Because he runs that offense the way they want it run. One cut, downhill, get upfield, and Thomas Rawls is perfect for that. If he stays healthy, that allows Russell Wilson now to throw the play action, to bootleg passes that really hurt other teams defensively.
And Rawls has youth on his side, just 23. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
They don't want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
A first down throw for Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
Cam Chancellor is one of the best safeties in the game, but with his linebacker size, that allows the team to use him wherever they want to make plays.
Flex round.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left.
Let's go. What? Nine.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it'll bring up third down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Time running out here on the play clock. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
So the D-line's going to spread out. On 2nd down, Wilson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. And now the defense for Dallas.
Morris Claiborne is a former first-round pick at quarterback with skills that can match up with anyone when he's at his best.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. Play action. It's Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A good pickup there at 22.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Direct snap, Rawls. Here's Procise. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. And they're going to go soft on the corners. This time, Wilson will throw. And that's incomplete. He was looking for Thomas Rawls there. And it's 3rd down.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Play action. Now Wilson. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win.
Here we go.
What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. Well, you mind if we go off topic for a second?
No,
you know
go.
I like to do that randomly. AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe they'd have an offseason that's calm, and they go into this season and try and get back to the playoffs where they've been perennials. How about Denver?
Yeah.
Remember last year they didn't have the quarterback to start. Trevor Siemian played pretty well overall, but maybe they can get solidified there and ride that strong defense right back into the playoffs. I'm going to give you a couple a little bit off the pace. Indianapolis cannot afford to squander Andrew Luck, one of the better young quarterbacks in the game. They've got to get back to the playoffs. And Buffalo, brand new head coach, brand new people running the ball club. Let's see if they can figure it out, because I think defensively they can be awfully strong.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He hits Beasley right side. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on 3rd down.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
In motion here is Witten. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Prescott. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. 1st down, this is Rawls. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. One receiver left, two to the right. Now Wilson on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. Wilson again to Rawls. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They go again with Rawls. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And we've arrived at the 2-minute warning here in half number 1. They run with a power back. Rawls. Now the stiff arm created. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Pete Carroll, no stranger to rolling the dice. He'll roll it again. 4th down, they're going for it. Here's the sneak with Wilson. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
Deep in the red zone. This was 4-down territory from the start. And here, they won't wind up with a touchdown, but they do get a great consolation prize as they convert and pick up a 1st down inside the 5.
So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run with Rawls. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Thomas Rawls with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to look deep down the field. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And Seattle now ready ready to march onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. You know, Charles, for Graham, so much concern early in the season about whether he'd be ready to play this year, what would happen recovering from the tendon. Not only was he ready, he played every game this season for Seattle.
And it wasn't just the injury concern with Jimmy Graham. It's how Seattle runs their offense. Remember, when he was in New Orleans, he could expect a ton of passes to come his way. But in Seattle, that number was going to be reduced. Would he be able to maximize what they were going to throw in his direction? And he certainly did this year, 65 catches.
65 catches, just shy of 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns, too. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
14, run it.
On second down, here's Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They come out here in the eye. A 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 2nd down, Wilson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Hauschka's kick is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And out now come the Seahawks. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On first down, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. CD, wanted to get your thoughts just on the landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on. People look at the draft a lot, but there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there not?
It certainly is, and then even before we get to the draft, you start with the combine, that's held in Indianapolis every year, and you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals and interviews and on-field performance, and all that will get evaluated along with their game tape. And then you've got the free agents, all right? That starts, I believe, in early March, where now the free agents can start moving around to different teams. So your team's starting to take a little bit of shape there, free agency, because then the draft's coming up. You're trying to put your team together with new draft picks, have everyone start to move in one direction. And then you have the OTAs and minicamps. You get to see them on the field for the first time. And we start to get a better idea of how these teams are going to look when the fall begins.
On third down, Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Really nice little connection there. They go with the corner route, and it works out well.
And the best way to set up the corner route is to throw slants throughout the ball game so that when you're able to get back outside, the defender has to respect the inside game.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Wilson on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. All right, different topic here. 2018, the Super Bowl, traveling north, far north to Minneapolis. Early predictions for that one. Who you got?
Well, you know, everyone's still waiting in the NFL for a home team to play in its home stadium, right? So could the Vikings be that team? I'll start in the NFC, and I'm going to say no. I think Seattle, starting to get near that maybe last run with their defense, but Earl Thomas returns. I like Seattle coming out of the NFC. How about you?
Well, I'm actually going to take a Dallas Cowboys NFC title run. I think that they came so close this year, probably most talented going into next year.
I like that one. Well, in the AFC, I'm going to go with a team that if they improve their defense and their quarterback stays healthy, they could be that team, the Oakland Raiders.
Okay, I'm going dark horse. Cleveland Browns. Let's go.
Hey, from worst to first.
They go play action with Wilson. Dancing to his left. He finds his man, Baldwin. A gain of 13 and also a first down.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola. And then, of course, to Stanford. And, boy, he's been good. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
They come up in an offset eye. Throwing is Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
6 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
I think we need to come up with a different name for this position. We keep calling it the fullback position. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback, but we know this. Whoever's coming out of that spot is usually bigger and stronger, and they may not run away from people, but they'll run through them.
Yeah, able to shed tacklers. We saw it right there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
One receiver left, two to the right. Now Wilson. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down, and inside the 5-yard line.
Offense has been out there a while. This is their 14th play in this series. From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. They'll run with precise. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Back now in Arlington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They'll run it. This is Precise. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. C.J. Precise, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Ohio! Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Here we go! Flat round! What?
They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Cole Beasley the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Terrence Williams, 78 yards. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They stay on the ground, rolls again. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Thomas rolls, taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's incomplete. But a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. Another extra point opportunity here. And that stretches the lead to 27. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here we go! Ohio! 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 Here we go! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
First down, Prescott. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Give him 27 yards that time. And the Cowboys are set up now with a 1st and goal.
Let's go!
They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mike Bennett in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Come on!
2nd down, Prescott. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down.
3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Ohio! Ohio! Let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Ohio! Ohio!
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
Flex round! Flex round!
The play clock's running down. 3rd and long for Prescott. That is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Bryce Butler, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. And the lead is down to 20. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
and they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sean Lee. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Throwing is Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Wilson. This is complete. It's Baldwin. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now it's Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. Dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's got Lockett. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that was just a good job there of being mobile and creating something.
Being able to extend a play and get people open or buy yourself more time to run with the football, that's a really nice job there.
Shift together here from the D-line. Wilson wants to throw it. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. It's caught outright by Graham. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jimmy Graham taking it in. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. So 2nd and 10 here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go.
2nd down, Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And quickly they get to the line. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The former Longhorn back home, Earl Thomas. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.